Hi, Dougie Bird from Douglas Tackle World here with Stuart Grice. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good, Dougie. How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm feeling great. The weather is unbelievable.
It's very good. And it has been good all last week, and it's going to be good most of next week as well.
That's right. So we're talking here about this weekend, Stuart, the 28th and 29th of
January
2023.
Yep.
That's it. So, guys, fishing. Here it is. This is what's been happening. It's gone a bit quiet offshore. A little bit quiet, Stuart.
It has.
They had a few days at northerlies, and we got a few fish early in the week, spotties and Spanish, but they switched off a little bit. There's a couple of fish caught today down at both Mermaid and the Gravel Patch, very early, but and a bit of southerly blue in the last a few hours this morning.
Yeah.
And they sort of come back on a little bit, but on the mackerel scene, it's just going to take, I think, a bit more subtly to get them back on the bite. They're there, you can see them sounding.
They're definitely there, but they just don't eat. Or very limited eating.
And actually on the Saluna chart at the moment, it's like a little tiny skinny fish that looks like he's come from some nation that doesn't eat much. Anyhow, sorry guys.
It's a very bony fish. But anyway, so towards the end of next week, it starts looking a bit better. Well, towards the end of the weekend, really.
It's very good.
It's
actually,
good.
Sunday next week is exactly like this week.
Yeah.
The weekend's very good weather-wise.
Yeah.
So this weekend, guys, for the weather, we have got tomorrow. I think it's around about 3 to 8 knots.
Yeah.
Sort of fluctuating, sort of east, a little bit of north, a little bit of south-east. It's sort of variable. And then Sunday is much the same, but it comes in northerly around about sort of 3 o'clock in the afternoon at about 10 to 12 knots. So Sunday morning, I think up to about 12 o'clock is about 2 knots, supposedly. So looks really good.
Yeah, and the swell's down as well, Dougie?
Yeah, the swell's finally dropped off.
Yeah.
It's around about 0.8 of a metre at the moment.
Yeah.
It doesn't build back up until around about Thursday, Friday next week.
Early morning, but I'd still watch out through that seaway because they will stand out a bit more, and it's a run out.
Run out tide.
Yep.
So just be careful. If you're a bit unsure and you're going to get, say, Sunday, it's perhaps early. If you've got a boat and you're close to the water and you can have a quick look, maybe go out and have a look at about 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. That'll give you some idea if the swell's height doesn't change, what it's going to be like on Sunday at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the best way. That's how I do it quite often. You know, even go down the seaway and have a quick look from the wall.
Yeah.
And it gives me some idea at the exact same time as I'm going to be going through the seaway in the dark. So, bit of a tricky one.
Is that one of your hiding spots?
No, it's not my hot spot. No, but it's actually definitely
it's definitely worthwhile.
Worthwhile for your safety.
Yeah.
Anyhow, getting to offshore report though. So the mackerel are there. They're around. They may come on the bite. But as we said, it's a skinny little fish at the moment. It's not a good bite period. It does come really good. Obviously, when the mackerel closure starts next Wednesday, the 1st of February, and it's for 3 weeks, guys. So you cannot chase Spanish mackerel. But you can chase spotted mackerel. You can chase wahoo, dolphin fish, and everything else that's out there. Marlins.
Just Spanish.
Just Spanish. And look, if you go trolling for spotty and you get a Spanish, you've got to let it go. It's as simple as that. So that's how it works.
Yep.
Yep.
And Dougie, we went fishing Monday morning, Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we did. We would troll on big lures, and we did that on the Monday for quite a fair time, and didn't have any luck. We were obviously going to troll baits as well, so we did. We switched to garfish, which I normally do really well on, and didn't have much luck. And then we downsized, and we went to little slimies, like this big, they're dead ones, just frozen ones we sell here in the store. And Wambo straight away on, and because then Stuart dropped a bait jig out, and we caught little slimies, and we thought,
that's what they're eating. So all the bait was pretty small. Yes. So we spoke to another customer when we came in, Dougie, and he trolled small lures and caught quite a few as well.
Did really well. So he was just trolling the small, there's your lure against you.
Hey, look at this one. Beautiful lure.
So just the small samakis or small Helcos in the 160 size. The small new ones from Wilson as well. Xerex, they're all really good lures, but keeping it about maximum about 160 or 140 mil. In that size. Give that a crack instead of the big ones. Well, they will come back on the big ones, obviously, guys, but whilst there's little baits around, you've got to match the hatch.
Yeah, and there is a lot of high bait, like right up on the top. We trolled a bait school for probably half an hour, and there just wasn't a fish on it. But there was bait, and it was just flickering all on the surface.
The problem was we were trolling at that time big stuff, and it didn't match.
Yeah.
Out of our little stuff, we probably caught fish there still. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Went out the next day again, and this time we got spotties, and they're good sized spotties too, by the way.
Yeah.
But we downsized straight away our baits and tried out some new rigs, some new little bobbleheads and stuff, and they work really well from
Yeah.
Pakula.
Yeah.
And they were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we caught quite a few fish on
We
them.
did, and so yeah, we'll talk about more of those next time.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so the mackerel will be not too bad. The marlin, we had the Gold Coast Game Fish Club marlin comp last weekend.
Yep.
There was nearly 60 marlin caught, which was quite good considering the Saturday was blowing 30 knots and it was a hard day out there.
Very average weather. Yeah.
And a lot of big dollies and a couple of wahoo and yellowfin tuna. It was all happening. And the fish were caught all over the place. They were caught in up around Sully's, that 50 metre line. They were caught at the front here in sort of 40 metres, 50 metres. And they were caught a bit deeper. There's a bit of bait starting to show up now around sort of south of Spot X and out around Deep Trague. And if you lie bait out there this time of the year or troll lures, you'll get some good sized marlin. Some big ones amongst them too, guys. Good size. The dolphin fish, they've been really good too. They're at all the fads as normal. They have been a bit switched off again in that northerly, but they are there, and there's guys that are doing really well. I speak to guys today. They got like their bag, they got 15 on skirts, they're all over a metre.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's good when they're on skirts. It's nice and easy. You can just do laps around the fad and brain them.
So my suggestion would be if the weather's this good this weekend and your boat's capable and you're capable and you know what you're doing, it's an opportunity to go out to the 50,000 fads and have a go.
Yep. And Doug, you would troll lures, mate?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely troll, like, we've just got a heap more fat boys in, another big order in again.
Just a little size.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yep. And they also catch heaps of little black marlin on these things as well. We've caught quite a few this year on just that tube head. And it's just such a good little lure. It just works anywhere you put it. But they all work.
In about 5 or 6 good couples,
Yep.
The other thing at the moment is wahoo. There's quite a lot of wahoo starting to show up. So the yellowfin and the wahoo don't normally show up to around in numbers to about late February, March. But this year they're here already.
Yeah, very early. And there's some big wahoo around as well. Yeah,
there are. So we've got Stewie's coral trout colour, but you want these metalheads. You troll them a lot faster. So instead of trolling it at 6 knots, you troll these at about 10.
Yeah.
Drop them back about 80 to 100 metres. Okay.
Yeah.
They're really good. And then give that a crack, guys, at around the 100 metre line there. Blue marlin, unbelievable blue marlin fishing at the moment for those of you who want to go and chase some big fish. They're out anywhere from about 150 metres all the way out river grounds, inside of river grounds. There's still guys going out there and hooking up 15 or 20 in a day and up to 300 plus kilos. So if you want to have a crack, I'd be suggesting at least 50 pound tackle, unless you want to have a bit of fun and get spoiled, or blow your reel up or something. And there's some really big dolphin fish on wahoo amongst them. Some of the guys were getting dolphin fish around that nearly 1.5 metres, which is 20 to 25 kilo dolphin fish.
Yeah,
they're quite big, and big wahoo as well.
Yeah,
so give that a go. It's and bottom dropping, deep dropping out wide's been good as well. The current's sort of fluctuating up to about 2 knots, but 1 to 1.6 is what I could see this weekend.
Yeah.
Down Tweedway it's howling, it's about 2.1 down there, but out of here and a bit further up off Point Lookout, it's less than 2 knots, which is definitely fishable if you're deep dropping. There's been a lot of cod caught, flame snapper, kingies at that 280 metre mark, 260 metre mark.
Yeah.
It's been really good. And if you want to have a go at jigging, the jigging's been really great as well.
Yeah.
We're going to use around about 5 to 700 gram jig, so P3 lines to go.
That's the go.
Yeah. Snapper in close, the snapper have been really good as well. No one's fishing for them, but the guys that are really doing really well at getting fish set in that 50 to 80 centimetre mark.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're on 24s, 36s or 50s. I saw a guy today on Facebook, I haven't spoken to him, but he smashed their bags of pearlies. I think every pearlie looked like to be 50 plus centimetres, so big pearlies. So they don't normally start again until around April, May, but obviously they might be really starting. Everything's starting early.
Yeah.
So maybe give the pearlies a go along that 100 metre line as well, folks.
Yeah.
So that's probably about it, I'm sure, except for Stewie.
Spanner crab pot.
Spanner crabs.
Lots of spanner crabs still around.
Heaps.
Dougie, we just got heaps of pots in.
We got hit pots in.
We got them late last
week. Got all the ropes
and
floats and whatever you need.
Yep.
And guys, I would be suggesting around inside of 50 metres, around that sort of 47 to 49 metres, Q1 up to the Seaway, and maybe even up north. You get them off the Pin area, you get them off Curran Cove.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. You just got to find where they are, go looking, and they're really big crabs, and they're so delicious to eat, as we always say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably it for shore. Just always keep an eye out on that swell, though, especially on the bars, we say, and any other bars as well. But it does look not too bad for the next few days. Jumping pins too, we got there yesterday, mate.
Yeah, we went up there. We just had a bit of a whiting fish between all the boats and jet skis and everything early, but heaps of fish around, Dougie, but the size was a bit down.
Okay.
We got half a dozen for a feed, but lots of fish, but just a lot of small stuff.
Okay,
Yep.
And we fish in what area, mate?
Just around Kalinga Bank, like we always say. So we just anchored up in a bit of a back eddy there and just fished back onto a bank. And there were definitely no shortage of fish there. We've got heaps of bream and flatties and stuff as bycatch.
Right.
Got a few flatties around tipplers as well, just cast in little soft plastics.
Yep.
Just like those little fuse ones.
One of my favourites.
Yep, that's it. And we always put a little bit of the old S factor on it as well. But yeah, the flatties were on the tube. We got 3 in one drift just along a small section of bank, and they were all over 50. So
nice.
So
You still got it, Stu?
Still got it, mate. Haven't lost it. And
just keep training, mate. When you're ready, I'll go for a fish with you, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I fished down here as well on Wednesday, Dougie, just for whiting up the river.
Yeah.
And they're really on down here. We smashed it.
Yeah,
It was
you
really
got
good.
that. I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
You've done. How many did you get,
Done
Stu?
well. About 35 between two of us.
Yeah, good size.
Yeah, up to about 38 centimetres. So.
Well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
fed a couple of families, so it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nothing better than be about a whiting. Oh yeah.
It's good.
Okay, so there's plenty of whiting around, folks. In the back, I spoke to one of our customers who come in the other day, and he went out around the back of Wave Break and got some really good fish fishing unweighted yabbies and up to 33 centimetres or 34.
Yeah.
He said he had a great time. You get them off the shoreline too, guys, as we always say around Labrador. Chara Seafood up to Bicker Creek and then Runaway Bay up to foreshore there as well.
Yeah.
Over the Spits, not too bad with the rock wall ends, and then along that beach there where the yellow buoys are. And probably up around Sundale Bridge, around the Southport Yacht Club, and also near the swimming enclosure there at Southport where the inflatable area is there.
Yeah.
It's all a good area for catching whiting off the shoreline.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beach this weekend, we got like low tide, little tides and also less swell. So I dare say the beach to be firing. Stu, your
Definitely.
favourite,
My favourite, mate. I love it.
Jeez.
Dig some worms on the beach. It's nice and easy. You just walk down with a pilly or a bit of fish, whatever you got.
Pull some worms.
Pull some worms. Yeah, dig them. Yeah, pull some worms and.
Stu digs and trying to get them out because he keeps missing them, but I just pull them out. Sorry, Stu.
I've seen you down there with a yabby pump, mate, trying to suck them out. No, but that's all you need. You just need a handful of worms and you're fishing. It's really good and it's nice and easy to do as well. Yeah. But just look for the gutters. So a little bit of deeper water. It's not so much of a beach break.
Someone did tell me, I haven't tried it because I didn't want to look stupid, but someone did tell me that they did catch a lot of beach worms using the yabby pump in the surf. I haven't tried it yet, but anyhow, I don't think they're too fast for that. Yeah, but anyhow. So guys, getting back to the Broadwater, mangrove jacks, Stuart, everywhere.
Lots. Yeah. Coombe River's definitely been the pick.
So-
Coombe and the Nerang.
So humid. It's like the
Very humid.
mangrove jack in the low tide the last week in the afternoons is like the number one
Definitely.
tide.
Yeah. Fishing pontoons has been really good.
Yep.
Slow rolling plastics. If you're a bit old school and you want to bait fish for them, live baits back towards a like a bit of a pressure point or a rock wall.
Yep.
Been working really good and fishing around pontoons as well.
Yep.
But it's been really good.
And lots of big tail up towards Sovereign Way.
Yeah,
Where the-
Taylor and Trevally, like around that
Cape
southern
Horn, we
tip.
call it, where they're always rough that
Rough
area.
as,
Yeah.
Just look for the birds and look for the bait schools
Yeah.
on that run-in tide.
And up to 60 centimetres, a good sized tailor as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And flatties around Crab Island.
Flatty's still around crab, I just
And
fish
whiting
those
as well.
edges. That first push of the run in at about probably 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yep.
It's just a perfect tide, Dougie.
Yeah, I like
They drain off that flat. You like the little
I
vibes,
like
mate?
the little vibes.
Yeah.
One of my go-to.
Yeah. And this
But,
is your other go-to, Dougie.
Oh yeah, the shrimp.
mate.
Yeah.
Gulp shrimp, 3-inch.
You don't need S factor on those.
You
just
don't.
throw them out.
I've got enough. But
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Yeah, but no. So the Broadwater's fishing really well. The surf should be fishing well. It's been too big of waves last week to do it, but it's finally coming good.
Yeah.
So give it a crack. And crabs. Oh my gosh, so many mud crabs. Like lots. So I'll be trying the Coomera, the Nerang, Definitely up around Jacobs Well and a bit further up the Logan, that area. Give the muddies a go. Sand crabs I haven't tried for a little while, but I probably will try this weekend. So the tide's a bit small, I get too much weed in your pots, but it's running too fast. So give the sand crabs a crack. Definitely from sort of Sovereign Island, Western Foreshore out to Rono Bay.
Yep.
And maybe even up around the Gold Coast Bridge at Sundale there in the boys' school at South TSS. That area is a good area to try as well. And maybe sort of in the Coombe River and Coombar Creek around where the rock wall is there near Hope Island. Yep, give that a go as well. Yeah, that's probably about it for inshore steering. Answer about that, mate?
No, that's about it, mate.
Yep,
I think.
okay,
The other thing, heaps of bass and big cod and stuff like that on the rivers up above the weir, like up around Coomera or the upper reaches of the Nerang. I'd probably be fishing surface with all these hot, humid afternoons.
Lots of bugs.
So there's heaps of bugs, that's right, Dougie. So little surface walkers. Black's actually a really good bass colour, like that little Jackson Risk bait on that side. And the little Mega Bass Siglets are a really good little top water cicada pattern. So
yeah, I saw the boys went back out again, the other gentlemen, and they got quite a few bass, and they got a couple of yellow belly too.
Yep.
Yeah, but same deal though.
And that's in the dam?
Yeah, the dam.
Yep.
And the Hints Dam. The fishing was very good, that's it. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Plenty of options, and we've got good weather, so you can do anything.
That's right. It's, like seriously guys, you could have fished offshore 7 days in a row this week, which I haven't seen for maybe a couple of years, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the swell's a bit big early in the week. Like Tuesday one, we had fun going across the seaway.
Interesting, yeah. We survived.
Didn't have seatbelts on, but should have had them. But anyhow, but yeah, just be careful, as I said, and enjoy this next week again. Yeah. And I hope you had a great Australia Day yesterday, guys, as well. We will catch you next week. We do have another seminar coming up, the same one as we just did, which is on mackerel fishing with baits, casting, not casting, we actually are casting out floater rigs for spotties, but also trolling as well for spotties in Spanish, which will be on the 9th of February, so 2 Wednesdays away, 2 Thursdays away, sorry. And it'll be in the midst of the closure, so we'll have you all G'd up, ready to go and kill them. Come back on. Okay, guys.
Yep.
Enjoy it. Get out there. Have a great time. It's Dougie, it's Stuart, and the team here, Doug Witt's Tackle World. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Doug Witt's Tackle World, and also don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and Facebook. And that's it. Yeah. Yep. We'll see you soon. Dougie Witt down and boys at 8 Centerview Drive, Big Waters. Always get that address mixed up. Okay, see you then. Thanks. Guys. Bye.